so everybody, welcome to Connecting with Hummingbird Wisdom. We have Ellen Valladares, who is an author, mentor, and workshop facilitator who has taught numerous classes in South Florida over the last 21 years about angels, manifestation, meditation, and more. Her inspirational works include the novel Crossing the Line, the children's chapter book Jonathan's Journey to Mount Miapu, the Hummingbird Wisdom Oracle deck, of course, that we'll be talking about tonight, and the Angels of Healing and Hope Oracle, which is coming in spring of 2023. And then we have the illustrator as well, Yasmeen Westwood. She's an award-winning artist and tarot deck creator who lives in Scotland. Welcome.
Thank you.
In addition to her two decks with Ellen, Hummingbird Wisdom, and the Angels of Healing and Hope Oracle, she has created the Tarot of Enchanted Dreams and the Tarot of the Enchanted Soul, and is working on several new projects as well. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for
so much
inviting us.
Yeah.
Yay. All right, so Ellen was nice enough to offer to start with a meditation. So if you want to take it away, Ellen.
Okay, great. Yeah, since unfortunately Margaret Ann couldn't do the meditation tonight, but so I have this divine nectar meditation that goes perfectly with the hummingbird theme and the hummingbird wisdom. And so it's all about, hummingbird wisdom is about connecting with the sweetness of life and the divine nectar. So we are going to do that in a little guided meditation. So when you're ready, just get in a very comfortable place and get comfortable and start taking some deep breaths and close your eyes. And again, just begin by taking some deep centering breaths and coming fully into our bodies and into this present moment. And as you inhale, breathe in peace. And on your exhale, let go of any tension or worries and just feel your body relaxing. With your next inhale, breathe in ease. And as you exhale, just release any attachments to the past, anything that happened today, and just continue to let go of any tension in your body. And with your next inhale, breathe in love. And on the exhale, let go of any thoughts, concerns, plans about the future. Just let everything go and land in this beautiful, precious moment. Allow your body to soften. Just breathing into any place in your body that feels tight or tense, and just letting go, kind of scanning your body from head to toe, and just breathing into any spot that feels like it needs a little love. And then feel the beautiful white light of the universe, of spirit, coming in through the crown of your head, moving through your body, down through your feet and connecting you to the earth. So just feeling so relaxed and balanced, connected and safe right now. And now imagine a beautiful being of light is standing in front of you. It could be an angel, an ascended master, a loved one, or maybe even a magical hummingbird. Whatever it is for you is completely right. So this being is holding the most spectacular, vibrant, colorful bouquet of flowers you have ever seen. Just take that in and appreciate the beauty of this wondrous bouquet. Then you notice that a sparkling golden light begins to spiral out of the bouquet and flows towards your heart. This is divine nectar, the pure energy of the sweetness of life. It's filled with unconditional love, joy, passion, compassion, acceptance, all for you. It's a gift for you. So drink it in, allowing it to flow into your heart, knowing that you are truly worthy of this unconditional love and well-being. Let this divine nectar flow throughout your body, adding its vibrance and radiance to your energy, to every cell in your body. The nectar fills you up and heals everything that it touches. And then it begins to expand beyond your body, filling the physical space around you, touching the people that may be around you, and continues to just spread out. And you continue to share this golden light. Just share it with all your loved ones. Share it with anyone who needs this divine nectar right now. Share that beautiful divine nectar with all beings everywhere, around the world, the earth. And know that as you're sharing this beautiful divine nectar, it's coming back to you a millionfold. Then the being with the bouquet asks you to pick one of the flowers in the bouquet. Each flower represents a different quality or essence of joy. There's everything you can think of. Flowers for wisdom, clarity, courage, confidence, love, trust, peace, ease, compassion, kindness. What is calling to you today? What essence does your heart long to experience more of? Choose that flower or let it choose you. Just knowing that you can come back again and get another flower on another day. But right now, let that flower choose you. You may not even know what quality it has. That doesn't matter. Just accept this special gift and bring it into your heart. Allow the essence of this flower to be absorbed by you, flowing through you and helping you to elevate this quality in your vibration. Finally, feel yourself filled with gratitude for these gifts. Allow yourself to soak in the peace, the ease, the stillness that you've cultivated. And know that you've truly invited in and embodied more well-being and sweetness into your life. Collectively, let's set an intention to move through this evening and the days ahead with this divine nectar in our hearts, being kind, loving, and gentle with ourselves, appreciating ourselves, and looking for the beauty within us and around us. And just take a moment to soak in the stillness and the sweetness. And as you are ready, just gently begin to come back into your body, wiggling your fingers and toes, and gently opening your eyes when you're ready. Namaste.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Ellen.
Thank you.
So lovely to have you here. We're so honored to help you show everybody the beauty of this hummingbird oracle and have this beautiful artist with you. This is perfect.
I want to thank you so much because we had talked about this, but this is such like a coming full circle. It's very special to kind of be beginning this journey with the Hummingbird Wisdom at the Crystal Garden, because way back when I started my spiritual journey, well, I had the year from hell in 1995, and then really shortly after that, I went on that spiritual thing where you just want to soak up all the knowledge and things. And the Crystal Garden was a very special place that I would go to with my sister Gloria, and weekly, and we just found so much to learn and grow and heal. And so thank you for having this beautiful haven, then and now. And I'm so glad to be here and honored. So thank you.
Aw, thank you. I love to hear that. It makes me so happy. And I love Gloria as well. Good. That's like the whole reason that I created the store. It's more than a store, it's a spiritual haven. So good. That's good.
Mhm.
And it must be something super special because I usually don't share my author platform with others. So you guys are super special.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. It's an honor to have you both here. And so, for all of you that are listening and watching, tonight we're going to connect with Hummingbird Wisdom. So, I have so many questions to ask. And so the first one I want to ask, that is, I guess, probably the most obvious, is what inspired you to do a hummingbird deck? Like and also, how did you find each other? Like that is like a twofold question, but that's because you're in Scotland,
I'm
Yasmeen,
in
and here's
Scotland. Yeah, I'm on the
yes.
other side of the world.
Yes. Well, I have a publisher. One of the publishers that publishes me is in Scotland. Fintorn Press publishes me.
Ah, okay. Yep. I
Yeah.
know where Fintorna has been there.
Yes. So, but go ahead. You tell me the answers to these lovely coming together that you have.
Yeah. So I'll start with kind of where the inspiration came from. I really always wanted to put together a hummingbird. I mean, not a hummingbird. I'm sorry, an oracle deck. I didn't know it was going to be hummingbirds, but I always had them in the back of my mind. I love oracle decks. I have a bunch of them, angel cards and things. I use them. I've taught about them. I've read with them. So it was something in the back of my mind. And I have messages and messages, that I've been, intuitive messages that I've put together in notebooks. But a few years ago, it kind of started to come together. There was more of a theme, and I was really into this, it was more of a theme about the joy and enjoying life, and to, embracing the joy. And when you do that, and when you connect, and when you meditate, that you really can live this magical, joyful life. So that was kind of my teaching and learning at the moment. And I'm sitting in my office where I typically do, and literally, and I'm in South Florida, and maybe a lot of you guys are in South Florida probably. And anyway, so I had this little, like a tap on my window, and I look and I see like a little hummingbird hovering. Well, I'd been in my house for like 25 years at that time and had never seen anything. And it's still people in South Florida, like, I've never seen a hummingbird. They're in some areas, but I thought I saw it, but I'm like, oh, and then they disappear. So I thought, okay, maybe it was just like a bee or something. I don't know. Maybe I was seeing things. Anyway, it's kept coming back, and I would see it every time. It was just like more magical than the next time when I saw it. And then over the years, and I started to put the nectar out, and and they began coming more and more. They come like between between October, late October and March. So they really kind of just left for the season. But anyway, so I was working on these messages, and I can't even tell you how inspiration works, but it just hit me because I was I was looking at the symbolism of the hummingbird, and they're all about the same thing, the magic and the joy. And it just hit me like a ton of bricks, like hummingbird cards, I don't know, there must be tons of those, but I looked at them, and there weren't. And it was just something that, and I guess I want to tell everybody here, follow those inspirations and those intuitions, because when they feel like that, you just know, and you got to, just keep going. And it's taken us a few years, but, when you follow along with them, they are beautiful. So anyway, then I was not sure exactly, I kind of was writing the messages, and I went to a couple of publishers. I wasn't getting anywhere, and I was like, oh, maybe I need to have like an artist for this. I wasn't really sure. So I had joined this coalition of visionary resources, and that was another intuition I kept getting. It was like, go post on that board your question about if you need an artist. And I was like, okay, I kind of wasn't into posting anyway. So I did that, and in seconds I had a reply from Yasmeen Westwood. So then I'll let her tell you.
Yeah, I was also a member of that coalition of visionary resources, and I had just finished Tarot of Enchanted Dreams, and I had got the bug for creating artwork, and I saw Ellen's post, and I thought, I'm going to reply to her and see what she wants. Because I don't think you mentioned hummingbirds. You just said you wanted to create an oracle deck, and I thought, oh, this sounds interesting. And I replied to Ellen, and we just started chatting then after that, didn't we? And you sent me a message, and I said, well, I'll try and create something for you, and you can see what you think. And I think within a day I had created that message and sent the image, the image that is behind me was the first image a sample image that I created for Ellen. And you loved it, and that was it. We just basically decided that we worked really well together, and yeah, it just took off like the hummingbirds, didn't it?
But
From
look at
there.
that image behind her. That was the first image. And can you imagine when I saw that? It blew me away. I was like, I was in tears, like, because I was like, I had been looking at silly stock photos of hummingbirds and things, and that was it, and every image was just more gorgeous than the next. Yeah.
Absolutely gorgeous. So profound. What beautiful work. And we carry other decks of Yasmeen's. I know one of them for sure.
Oh, good.
I think it's the
Enchanted
Enchanted
Dreams.
Dreams. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Because you're with you're both. It's Red Feather. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All my decks are with them. Yeah.
With them, yeah, great publishing house, excellent. And
Fantastic.
I've been part of the Coalition of Visionary Resources for a really long time. I used to be the president for many years and was on the
Oh,
board.
wow.
It's a great resource, and it really helped me, especially in the early days when I was first being published. Really helped me learn a lot. So that's good that you guys are part of that. Smart. I love that that was how you found each other. There was
Yeah.
another connection. See?
Yeah, it was amazing. And yeah, and we still have never met to this day, but we've become,
Nope.
like soul sisters. So
Yeah,
Oh.
Ellen's definitely my sister, across the ocean for sure. And
Hmm.
I think I'm so glad I answered that post of yours, because in that I met a best friend. I mean, Ellen's been a fantastic friend to me, not just my, co-creator of the decks, but she's ended up becoming an amazing, amazing friend to me as well.
yeah,
And I'm so
Aw.
grateful to that.
yeah.
Divine partnership. I love it. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So I know someone asked what the name of that group is. So it's COVR, COVR, the Coalition of
Yeah.
Visionary Resources. And it's for people who are in the visionary industry that are authors, artists, and have wholesalers and retailers.
Everything.
So
And
everything.
can I just say, I can say, can't I, Ellen? The Hummingbird Wisdom Oracle is one of the nominees for the Cover Awards this year.
Good.
So we will be opening the voting lines from, I think, 4th of April is when the link will go out. So again, it's such a great honor to be nominated for that. So it's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's great. That's exciting. I love doing that. I have a lot of awards from that, and it's fun to get that medal and to be able to say that your
It's
deck is
brilliant.
award winning. That's fantastic, and I bet you you'll win that one for sure. So like when you created the deck, you obviously you want to help people be inspired, right? But so like how did you find the inspiration? What did you, where where is your inspiration coming from, and what kind of what do you hope people will experience by using this deck?
Yeah, interesting. So what I really have loved in watching the deck go out, it's funny, and Margaret Ann, you have definitely experienced this many times over already with your beautiful decks, but it's interesting when you're creating it and then when it goes out into the world, right? And
Yes,
so, yeah, right. And
I
how
know
it's
what you're going to say. Go ahead. Yeah.
yeah, no, it's just, but that what I love is that, what I've heard a lot is that, how people love the energy and the positive energy and and I'm like, oh yeah, you're getting it, but so I think, that is one of the things, that it's a very positive, uplifting deck. What happened with this really is that, and I love this, and I think this is everybody that's on the spiritual path kind of like gets this, like you're always kind of getting what you need to learn, and then it's like a teaching. Anyway, as I did these cards, it like became a teaching for me. And there's so many practical tools that kind of came out of this. And so, what I was finding that was really, and probably what I changed since I really started working on these cards, is that, for instance, meditation was a huge thing that I've done forever, right? But not on a consistent basis. And as I was working on these cards, I mean, I have made it probably over the last 5 years, like a daily thing where now I can't, live without it almost. And that was life-changing. Because and even, connecting with that stillness and tuning out the thoughts is just everything. It's your foundation. And for everything we've gone through with the pandemic and wars and everything, you need that foundation, right? So I came up with this like Hummingbird MAGIC acronym when I was kind of doing, I realized after the cards were put together. So it kind of stands for, which are the kind of the practical tools that bring you to the joy, let's say. So they're meditation, appreciation, going outside, and then intuition and celebrating. So there's a lot of those practical tools and messages that are woven in there. The inspiration really comes from a lot of just my life experience of what I've learned has really kept me centered. And then, the divine wisdom when I connect, that kind of comes through, that's kind of, I can't really explain where that comes from. But I thought it's really interesting too, that Yasmeen can maybe talk about like how she kind of created the art where it was what I just learned this as we were chatting, like she didn't always even read the messages.
Oh, you didn't read the
What,
messages?
well, what we did, and how we did it was I would send her a message and then she would do the art, and that was like a birthday present every time I get a piece of art back. But anyway, she can tell you her process. Yeah.
Well, Ellen only found out last week, sort of my process of how I was doing this. So Ellen would send me a message. So every morning I would wake up and there would be some messages from Ellen. It would be like 3 or 4 in one go. And I would like just skim read the message and get a feel for it. So I never like would go and read every single word. I just got a feeling from the message that came through, and then that feeling got translated into the artwork. I can't explain it. And the same way as Ellen saying she can't explain how she got the wisdom, the messages coming through to her. It was almost like the art created itself through that feeling. I never consciously sat and said, right, the hummingbird has to look like this. It has to have these colors. It's got to have, like for the one behind, it's got to have a moon on its head or ribbons and stuff. They just kind of appeared by themselves. Okay, is the best way that I can describe it. But I didn't read every single word of the messages, and I would send the image to Ellen going, she's going to know I've not read the message. She's going to find out. But she never did because she loved the artwork. So I was getting it right. But again, it wasn't coming from me. We were so connected, I don't think you ever once said, no, this is wrong. This is not what I want from you. Not once.
Every time it was just like so exciting to get the image, and it was like perfect. Everyone was more perfect than the next. So yeah, and more beautiful. So it was amazing. I've never worked on something that was so synergistic and fun.
We just got each other. Like it just, yeah, and same with the angel one as well, the angel deck, the exact same. You send me the message, I just created it from a feeling, and it
Yeah.
just works.
Yeah.
So there's another deck coming out. That's what the big deal is here. So now you're doing an angel deck?
Yeah, so that one is interesting too, Margaret Ann, because that totally, these decks really create themselves, which
They
is
do.
amazing.
Hmm.
They do. I
Yeah,
found that.
right?
I mean, I have 7 now, so yeah, I get it.
Yeah, they really create themselves because what happened was we had just finished with Hummingbird Wisdom, and that was at the publisher, and the pandemic hit, which, I was, it was strange, but I just got this feeling like I need to share some angel messages, with people right now. And I'm really like, I'm kind of in the spiritual closet with a lot of things. So that was a big leap for me at the time. But I was like, the moment was bigger than that. So I was like, I have to share these messages. And I was like, I wonder if Yasmeen would do art. So we really just started out like on this little Facebook group, Angels of Healing and Hope, which you guys are all invited if you want to join. And we're still doing weekly messages basically with that art. But so we created a whole deck through, keeping those, and they were messages of the moment, but they really were timeless,
Hmm.
so they became, so they're going to be the Angels of Healing and Hope deck.
Oh, that's so wonderful. That's fantastic. So this deck, the Hummingbird deck, does that have a booklet with it as well?
Yes, yes.
Excellent. So how is the booklet kind of set up? Do you have it where it talks about each card a little bit more, or okay,
Right.
there you go. Let's see what it looks
The
like.
book is beautiful. I tease, because I've written a couple books and I'm like, well, this is my third book. It's a little book. People don't realize, but there's like there's a lot of
There's
There's a
a
information
lot of
in there.
lot.
information.
And there's
People
Yep.
do not realize. I know my booklets usually have to have at least 20,000 words, and it doesn't look like much, but it's a lot.
It's a lot. So
Yes.
yeah, so there's a nice introduction about what the heck is Hummingbird Wisdom,
What
and
does it say that? It says what the heck is?
Hey, we could do that for our next deck. What the heck?
what the heck.
There
Um,
you go.
There you go. There's a title.
and then it tells you, yeah, it's
You
kind of
heard it
about
here
the
first.
inspiration, and it tells you kind of how to use the cards, right?
Yeah.
So so it tells you how to use an oracle deck, how to prepare your deck, how to read, and it gives you some spreads, which I really had fun creating spreads. That was another thing we talked about with the publisher, Chris, that how cards, when you're doing oracle decks, that they can fly out. Well,
Hmm.
really the hummingbird cards really fly out, so when you get a flying card when you're shuffling, that you
Hmm.
have to pay extra attention to that card. So then it gives you some sample spreads, which we have like Divine Nectar, the Epic Journey, Spread Your Wings, so fun kinds of spreads that you can do. Then you have the longer message. So
Oh,
you
well, you
have
have
the
the
card.
artwork in there too.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And each one has an affirmation. So you have a little Hummingbird wisdom message, and then you get an affirmation also, and the whole big long message, because that's how I write. And then please do not stop before you get all the way to the end, because there's a whole thing about Hummingbird Magic, and gives you a little more about how to use those tools like meditation, and suggest some practices. So that's in the back, way in the back. So you get all that in that little book.
Mm.
Perfect. Very good. So I want to just like remind everybody we're speaking with Ellen. And Ellen, I'm going to say the name the way I want to say it. I hope you don't mind, but Ellen Valladares and Yasmeen Westwood. And we're talking about their deck, Connect with Hummingbird Wisdom, or actually the name of the deck is Hummingbird Wisdom Oracle Deck. And just so everybody knows, if you didn't already make a comment either on Facebook or in the chat on Zoom. And one person on Zoom and one person on Facebook is going to have a chance to win a deck in the United States, US residents only. So I think it's time for you to pull some cards. What do you think? Do you ladies want to pull
Yes,
cards?
yes, yes,
Go
yes.
for it.
Okay, very good. So everybody think of something that you would like to get inspiration about and let the cards come through and bring messages or however you want to do it, Ellen. Is that how you do it also?
Yeah. I think, you got to trust. We're going to pick some cards, and it's going to be general for everybody. But definitely, I always trust that the message will be the right message. So yeah,
Excellent.
just whatever, think about what you need to know. Oh, this one really wants to come out. Oh, nice. Okay, I'm going to just pick a few before I...
So while
Okay.
you're shuffling cards and
Yeah.
picking, I'm going to let everybody know that if you want to find out more information about each of these fabulous women, Ellen's website is Ellen, Ellen Valladares, ellenvalladares.com. And then Yasmeen's website, Yasmeen Westwood, is enchantedsoulart.co.uk. And I think probably, Kate, would you put those, their websites in the comments? And that way people can see it in writing.
Yeah, we also have Instagram as well. If you want to follow us on Instagram, we tend to post like all the latest news and new releases and stuff on there first
Oh,
before it goes
good.
onto the website. So yeah.
What's the IG handle? What is,
Mine's Enchanted Soul Art, at Enchanted Soul Art.
and Ellen?
And mine is Valladares Ellen, or Valladares Ellen.
Okay, good.
So you can see
Okay.
sneak peeks of our new decks on that as well, on our
Yeah.
Instagram
Oh, I'm gonna go
accounts. So yeah,
look.
And the
Dang.
Angels of Healing and Hope, that really
yep,
also has
that's
some.
in there as well.
Okay, so I love that. This is I don't know how well you can see these cards when I hold them up. I
Pretty
want to say
good.
also, if you don't win a deck, Margaret Ann, you have them in your store, right?
Yes,
So
we have them. We have ready for our show tonight. We have quite a few in stock.
okay, so this one is Sparkling Jewels. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, it has the most beautiful infinity sign, and this one is about abundance. So you've tapped into the universe's infinite flow of abundance. Accept your treasures with open wings and a grateful heart. So what I'm really getting, with chills, is that this is really about opening to receive, that good things are coming, but you have to kind of be open to receive what is coming. Sometimes, you have these feelings, we get these feelings of maybe not me, or I'm not worthy, but just open up and your treasures are there, and say thank you. And the more that you can have gratitude and say thank you, the more that they continue to come. So this is a really beautiful thing that says abundance is coming and is here. And you know what? It's not even, it's coming, it's here. Your life is abundant. And to really take time to be grateful for the abundance that is in your everyday life. Okay, and this is a little, so this is like, so that's kind of like the money is healing, and this is bouquets of blessings. So it's like, I don't know, these are all kinds of beautiful cards here, but so this is really about bouquets of blessings. Is your broken wings are mending. Relax and know that you're receiving a miraculous gift of healing. So anybody out there, all of you who are thinking about any kind of healing for yourself or for anyone else, this is really a great card that it's already done, the healing. I feel like I'm supposed to look at the affirmation for that. Hold on 1 second.
And that's interesting, Ellen, because in your meditation, we were being offered a bouquet of flowers.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. Right. The bouquets. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, I got chills. And the affirmation with that is, I release this issue to the universe and gratefully receive the blessings of healing that are flowing to me. So that's beautiful. But Healing Hummingbird says it's done. The abundance is done. The healing is done. They want you to kind of have faith about all of that stuff. I don't know. And I'm just getting this feeling that I'm supposed to tell you. This has nothing to do with really well, maybe this one. So this one is Keen Vision. I don't know if you can see this one.
We can see it pretty good, yeah.
Okay. As you sharpen your focus, the course ahead becomes clear. So This one is about clarity. So the abundance is coming, the healing is here, the abundance is here, and the clarity is here. And the clarity is kind of leading you to your next step and your next step. And I don't know what message is coming through, is just that it's not too late. I feel like you guys have, these are a very special group of people here with lots of amazing inspirations. And so don't ever feel like it's too late or you don't have enough time or whatever those excuses are, like tuck them away and look at the infinite possibilities, because I'm just thinking, like, even that I'm sitting here today at whatever age that we won't discuss, it's never too late, to do your dreams, to have your, your dreams come true. And I don't know, I'm supposed to say that here.
Well, that's a really good point. I want to interject and say that it is never too late to start something new. I know that my dad started a phenomenal business when he was 60, and it's still going strong. So you never, it's never too late to start something and have it be successful. I love that message.
Yeah, I mean, that's not, yeah, that's just coming. So, and this, I think, is the final one that is forward motion. So it's perfect. So you've got the money and the healing and the clarity, and now you're going to move forward. So this says, get off your perch, and it can be moving your body, and move your body to usher in new energy and create positive momentum. So this is just really, though, that what I'm getting with this. So sometimes if you want to move the energy, you got to move your body. So yeah, there is a little message here about taking some time for some mindful movement, but also that things are going to start moving pretty quickly for you. So put your intention into whatever it is that you're creating right now, and just know that it's going to be a lot of positive momentum there, and that it can be done really joyfully, easily, and fun. So, and with fun. So it doesn't have to be this struggle. The card that we did that's behind Yasmeen is that one. I just love. Oh, and we didn't really say about that card. Sorry, a little side thing, that the publishers picked that to put on the cover of the deck, which was crazy. And it was our first thing that we had ever done. But that card is all about going with the flow and not struggling. And I feel like this forward motion is also kind of the same kind of message, that knowing that, it's kind of green lights right now, like go forward, go ahead, and it's going to be smooth and easy, and you got to expect that it's going to be easy, and take the struggle and the fight and the resistance out of it, and kind of just fly with it. Yeah. So those are the messages.
Excellent. And it's moving people. Your messages are hitting home with people. I see that in the chat. So good.
That's what they're for.
So I have to ask Yasmeen a question. So Yasmeen, your artwork is like over the top gorgeous. Did you like go to school, or were you naturally, like, you just like comes out of you were born with it, or?
No, not at all. No, I only discovered I could do this. So all this is done through Photoshop. I can't paint or draw to save my life. Okay. Absolutely cannot. And I always wished I had learned art, but I didn't learn art at school. I only started doing this, I think it was 2017, after I had my little boy. I had really bad postnatal depression, really, really bad. And I kept seeing this image popping up in my head, and I just felt like I had to create it, but I had no idea how to do it. And then I thought, you know what, I'll teach myself. I'll look at Photoshop tutorials on YouTube and see if I can recreate the image that keeps coming up in my head. And that's what I did. I sat there and kept pausing the YouTube tutorial every 2 seconds and then trying to create an image. And I just, before I knew it, I had ended up creating a deck, which is the Tarot of Enchanted Dreams. I did not set out to create a tarot deck whatsoever. It just happened. And just images would just kind of just create themselves. They just happened. That deck happened. And then I started teaching myself more and more sort of Photoshop tutorials to better my techniques and to learn more. And then Hummingbird is the next one that happened. and now I've got the Enchanted Soul that's coming out next month, and then we've done Angels, and I've got a Lenormand coming out next year. So now there's no stopping me now. But no, I've got no formal training whatsoever in any of this artwork. It's just happens through me.
So
If
that,
that makes sense.
just like that, that's a perfect inspiration for everybody. I love to hear that. That's fantastic. And right on our table here tonight, because we're going to have our Shop the Crystal Garden from home on Facebook as soon as we're done with this lovely time that we're having together. And I'm looking at your deck. The Tarot of Enchanted Dreams is on the table along with the Hummingbird Oracle. So both of your beautiful work will be selling to all our
Thank you.
wonderful customers and colleagues. They become friends, these lovely people. They come every Tuesday or most Tuesdays, and it's become a gift to all of us to spend this time together through the internet. It's a wonderful thing. Virtual reality is fantastic. I don't know if it's virtual reality, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. And I
Like,
have to say that teaching myself the art, and for people who say, oh, I can't draw or I can't do art, you can create art. It doesn't have to be done with pencil or charcoal or paint. Okay. There are so many mediums now out there in which you can create artwork. You can cut pictures and make collages. That's art. I just happen to do it with Photoshop. And I find it's very good therapy as well. For me, it was at that time when I had postnatal depression. I forgot whatever I was depressed about in that time when I was creating these images. So it helped.
excellent. What a wonderful inspiration. Both of you are phenomenal. So just one more time, we're speaking with Ellen Valladares and Yasmeen Westwood, and the new Hummingbird Wisdom Oracle deck is now available. So exciting. Happy launch. Happy birthday, Hummingbird.
Thank you.
Well, I want to thank both of you. I think you should definitely check out both of their websites, both Ellen's and Yasmeen's, and that way you also know about their upcoming events and you can join in on their experiences as well. And I want to thank both of you for coming and being with us tonight. Thanks for sharing your love and your wisdom.
Thank you for having us.
Margaret Ann. It was beautiful. Thank you so much for having us.
My pleasure. Well, thank you all for coming tonight. Much love, many blessings. Any parting comments either of the two of you want to say as we complete in this moment?
Thank you so much for being here. And yeah, just go find your joy.
Yay, find your joy. That's right. In my medicine wheel teachings, that's the main emphasis of Hummingbird is joy. So yeah, find your joy. Good. All right, we'll be in touch. Much love, many blessings. Thank you
Thank you.
all.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.